After several days of delay, peace talks over South Sudan have begun in Addis Ababa. The hope that supporters of Salva Kiir and those of Riek Machar, the country's former vice president, will find an agreement that will put an end to more than 3 weeks of violence. Yesterday, Omar al-Bashir, the president of Sudan, from which South Sudan gained independence in 2011, was in Juba to meet with Salva Kiir. Their mutual interest, the oil that lies beneath the surface of Africa's newest nation, as Sanam Shantai now reports.
A meeting between former rivals who have come together to try to bring stability to the rest of South Sudan. Both Sudan and South Sudan are heavily dependent on oil. The industry provides 98% of state revenue in the south and is a key source of income for the north, which takes a transit fee for transporting the oil to the sea. After weeks of ethnic fighting in South Sudan, Sudan says President Omar al-Bashir has agreed with his southern counterpart and former enemy Salva Kiir to deploy a joint force to protect the vital oil fields. The announcement came as a delegation from South Sudan prepared to meet with rebels to thrash out a ceasefire agreement. Keeping an eye on the negotiations was the biggest investor in South Sudan's oil industry, China. In a rare political intervention in Africa, the Chinese foreign minister said he was deeply concerned by the unrest, which has reduced oil flows by about a fifth.
If the current situation in South Sudan continues, it will be damaging to the interests of the two conflicting parties, and it's not something that the international community wishes to see.
With more than 1,000 people killed and some 200,000 displaced during the 3-week-long conflict, the United Nations has announced it will double the number of peacekeepers in the south.